All right, everybody, I'm Logan Alec. I'm a CPA, and in this video, I'm going to talk about what I believe to be the best credit cards for 2021. I'm going to cover 5 categories: cashback, travel, business, credit cards for individuals with poor or limited credit, and finally, student credit cards. So I'm just going to give you my top pick or a few picks in each category. In the future, I will create dedicated videos for each category, say the top 5 or 7 best, cashback cards for 2021 that will go into more detail on a specific category of card and feature more cards. But this video is just, the top 1, 2, maybe 3 cards in each category, in my opinion. Also, obviously, best is subjective, especially depending on your spending habits and your own personal credit card strategy. So please keep this in mind as you watch this video. Also, I have links in the description below to all the cards I mentioned in this video. If you're interested in a card, I would really appreciate it if you use one of my links below, because if you do that and you are approved, the channel gets a commission at no extra cost to you. Just an easy way to support the channel. Thank you so much for doing that. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with cash back. First way to approach cash back cards. Let's imagine this scenario. I know nothing about you, and you ask me,
"Hey Logan, what's your favorite cash back card right now?"
I would say the Citi Double Cash. This card has no annual fee and gives you 2% unlimited cash back on all your purchases, 1% cash back when you swipe, plus 1% cash back when you pay for your purchase. You must make at least your minimum payment on time to earn that second round of 1% cash back. But if you're a responsible credit card user, this should not be a problem for you. Right now, the Citi Double Cash is offering 0% APR and balance transfers for 18 months, subject to a 3% balance transfer fee. 2% cash back on everything is a great place to start with credit card rewards. However, if you're somebody who eats out a lot or who gets a lot of food delivered or eat a lot of takeout, and that comprises a lot of your spending, I would say if there's one card you should get in that scenario and you only want one card, you might come out ahead with the Chase Freedom Unlimited as opposed to the Citi Double Cash. This is doubly the case if you like to travel. Why? Because the Chase Freedom Unlimited, like the Citi Double Cash, has no annual fee, but it gives you 3% cash back on restaurants, and that includes takeout and delivery. You get 3% cash back on drugstore purchases and 5% cash back on travel purchased through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. And if eventually you get one of the premium Chase travel cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you can transfer your Chase Ultimate Rewards points earned on the Chase Freedom Unlimited over to whichever of the Sapphires you have to get an extra boost if you want to redeem for travel through Chase. But the downside, of course, is that for the Chase Freedom Unlimited, that for all other categories of spending beyond the ones I mentioned, dining, drugstores, and travel, your cash back percentage is only 1.5%. Though, of course, if you have the Chase Sapphire Reserve and you transfer your Chase Freedom Unlimited points to the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you get a 50% boost, which means that you're actually getting 2.25% back on those other purchases when you redeem for travel through Chase. With the Citi Double Cash, it's just a flat 2% cash back. That's it. You can transfer to get Citi thank you points, but in my opinion, I like the Chase travel rewards better than the Citi. Also, welcome offer. Right now, the Chase Freedom Unlimited has a welcome offer of $200 cash back if you spend at least $500 on the card in your first 3 months of having it. The Citi Double Cash, on the other hand, does not have any kind of welcome offer right now. But like I said, the Citi Double Cash does have that balance transfer offer, while the Chase Freedom Unlimited does not. So that's a lot, but basically, the less you travel, the less you eat out, the more simple your lifestyle, the more I would suggest the Citi Double Cash if you're only to get one cash back card. But the more you travel, the more you eat out, the more I would suggest the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I don't want to spend too much time on cashback cards right now because, like I said, I plan on making a dedicated video on the best cashback cards for 2021. But I do want to mention a couple other cards. If you buy a lot of groceries, also consider looking into the American Express Blue Cash Everyday. No annual fee, gives you 3% cash back on your first $6,000 of eligible purchases per year at U.S. supermarkets. Its sister card, the American Express Blue Cash Preferred, does have a $95 annual fee. It's actually $0 for the first year, though. This card gives you 6% cash back on up to $6,000 per year in eligible purchases at U.S. supermarkets. There are other great cash back cards, rotating category cards like the Chase Freedom Flex, but like I said, I will cover those in the dedicated best cash back credit card video. For now, let's move on to travel cards. Obviously, this category is for people who enjoy traveling and who typically spend a good deal of money in the common bonus categories for travel cards, including travel itself, dining, entertainment, all that good stuff. So in this video, I'm talking about general travel cards, not airline-specific cards or hotel-specific cards. For example, if you're very loyal to Southwest Airlines and you fly them a lot, Obviously, one of the Southwest Rapid Rewards cards would probably make a lot of sense. I have links to all of them in the description below in case you want to check them out. But for purposes of this general interest video, I'm talking about non-airline specific and non-hotel specific cards. So when it comes to these general travel cards, if you would have asked me 2 years ago what my favorite travel cards is, hand down Chase Sapphire Reserve. However, the Chase Sapphire Reserve increased its annual fee to $550 last year. And now, in my opinion, it's more of a toss-up between the Chase Sapphire Reserve and the American Express Platinum card. Both of those cards now come with a $550 annual fee. The name of the game with these premium travel cards is getting more value than the annual fee, and obviously getting more value on top of that than you would with a lower or no annual fee credit card. Now, comparing these two giants in the premium travel card space, the Chase Sapphire Reserve and the American Express Platinum card, will probably warrant a video in and of itself, which I will likely release sometime soon. But here's the deal, folks. In my opinion, and this is my honest opinion, I personally still gravitate toward the Chase Sapphire Reserve because I'm a foodie. The Chase Sapphire Reserve has dining as a 3x bonus category. That includes not only sitting down at a restaurant, but also takeout and delivery. It also gives 3x points on travel. The American Express Platinum, on the other hand, does not have dining as a bonus category, but the American Express Platinum gives 5x points on flights and prepaid hotels. Now, you might be saying,
Well, Logan, I'm going to pay for all my flights and hotels with points anyway. Why would I care about 5x points on flights and hotels with the American Express Platinum?
My response, exactly. In my opinion, the Platinum is for someone whose travel spending outpaces their points, okay? Chase Sapphire Reserve is for those who travel a good deal, but they tend to save up their points and pay for their trips almost exclusively for points. Also, the Chase Sapphire Reserve comes with a $300 travel credit that's dollar for dollar. And Chase's definition of what constitutes travel here is extremely broad. According to Chase's rewards category FAQs, merchants in the travel category include airlines, hotels, motels, timeshares, car rental agencies, cruise lines, travel agencies, discount travel sites, campgrounds, and operators of passenger trains, buses, taxis, limousines, ferries, toll bridges and highways, and parking lots and garages. So that's extremely broad. And although this isn't explicitly stated in this section of Chase's website, my own personal experience and the experience of others on the internet confirm that ride-sharing services like Uber are currently being counted as travel for purposes of this $300 travel credit. So my point is, the Chase Sapphire Reserve's $300 travel credit is extremely easy to take advantage of on an annual basis. And as a matter of fact, right now through June of this year, June 2021, gas station and grocery purchases count toward the travel credit. And I'm pretty sure you're going to spend at least $300 at the grocery store, gas station, and on travel expenses before the end of June, right? So this travel credit essentially makes, for all intents and purposes, the Chase Sapphire's annual fee only about $250 if you really take into account that travel credit. Now, to be fair, the American Express Platinum has credits of its own, $200 in airline incidental fees, $200 annual Uber credit, but you only get it $15 per month, and then $35 in December, and a $100 Saks Fifth Avenue credit. Now, one of my core principles with credit cards is don't manufacture spending just to justify the annual fee on a card. Would you really be spending $100 at Saks Fifth Avenue anyway? Do you even use Uber that much? Would you be spending $200 in airline incidental fees anyway? If you travel a lot, which is really who the American Express Platinum is for, remember, someone whose travel outpaces their points, then sure, maybe you will take advantage of these things anyway. But my point is that Chase Sapphire Reserve's $300 travel credit is much more broad and much easier to hit in a year's time without even thinking about it. But with the American Express Platinum, yes, it gives some kind of credits too, but they're much more narrow and specific toward what you can use them on. All right, I think I spent a lot of time on these premium travel cards. I haven't even touched the mid-tier travel cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred, the American Express Gold. Personally, I think the American Express Gold is the superior card to the Chase Sapphire Preferred in this mid-tier travel card space. But the Gold's annual fee is $250, while the Chase Sapphire Preferred is only $95. You really have to do the math. And again, this is probably something I need to do a dedicated video on comparing these two cards. All right, now let's talk business cards. If you're just looking for a cash back business card, you really can't go wrong with the American Express Blue Business Cash Card. This card has no annual fee and gives you 2% cash back on up to $50,000 in spending per year, 1% cash back on spending thereafter. So if you're a pretty small business and you just want cash back, you don't spend much more than $50,000 a year on your business, this is a great card to get basically 2% cash back on all your business purchases. Now, if you're a larger business and you spend a lot more than $50,000 a year on your business, consider the Capital One Spark cash for business. This card does have a $95 annual fee. It is $0 for the first year, but it gives you unlimited 2% cash back for your business on every purchase, and it does come with a one-time $500 welcome offer if you spend at least $4,500 on the card within your first 3 months of opening it. In terms of travel business cards, if you travel a lot for business, you're looking at the Business Platinum card from American Express. It comes with a whopping $595 annual fee. So you really have to make sure the numbers work in your favor here, folks. You get 5x points on flights and prepaid hotels, but a far more mediocre 1 point for each dollar spent on other purchases, unless the purchase is over $5,000, in which case you get 1.5 points back on that purchase. So this card really only worth it if your business is extremely travel heavy. If your business isn't that travel heavy, but you still go on a few, domestic trips a year, you may want to look at some of the Chase options. The Chase Inc. Business Preferred has a $95 annual fee and gives you 3 points per each dollar spent on the first $150,000 spent on travel and select business categories per year, with 1 point on all other purchases. You do get a 25% boost on your points when you redeem them for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards. And right now they have a 100,000 point welcome offer after you spend at least $15,000 in purchases on the card within your first 3 months. That is equivalent to $1,000 cash back or $1,250 worth of travel if you redeem through Chase Ultimate Rewards, because with this card you get that 25% bump when you redeem for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards. All right, now let's move on to the best cards for poor or limited credit. I would say that the best card in this category is the Capital One Quicksilver One. It has a $39 annual fee, but you do get unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases. So if you spend at least $2,600 a year on this card, that will knock out that annual fee. You'll be able to build your credit by using this card responsibly. If you don't think you're going to put that much on the card in a year's basis, in a year's time, consider the Capital One Platinum, which has no annual fee, but at the same time doesn't give you any cash back rewards. If you can't get approved for the Capital One Quicksilver One or the Capital One Platinum, you probably want to look at a secured card like the Capital One Secured MasterCard, which gives you an initial $200 credit line when you make your required refundable minimum security deposit. It will either be $49, $99, or $200 for your security deposit, depending on your situation. Now, if you handle this card responsibly, you could be looking at an increased credit line after only 6 months, right? So then you can get your credit fixed up. Then maybe look at something like the Capital One Quicksilver One, right? Once you're at that point, continue to use that card responsibly, and hey, eventually you may be looking at getting approved from one of the top credit cards that I mentioned previously in this video. All right, last but not least, let's talk about my favorite student card. In terms of student cards, my favorite right now is the Discover It Student Cashback. This card has no annual fee. This is a rotating category cashback card. You get 5% cashback on purchases on up to $1,500 in purchases in quarterly rotating categories, right? So for example, right now, Q1 2021, you would get 5% back on up to $1,500 in purchases at grocery stores, Walgreens, and CVS. Note that Walmart grocery pickup and delivery is considered a grocery store for purposes of this category. However, other Walmart and Target purchases are excluded. In Q2 2021, so that's April through June 2021, the 5% categories will be gas stations, wholesale clubs, and select streaming services. In Q3 2021, it's restaurants and PayPal. And in Q4 2021, it's Amazon.com, Walmart.com, and Target.com. So those are pretty common categories to rack up 5% cash back in. And outside of those categories, this card offers 1% cash back on all other purchases. The Discover It Student Cashback also matches all cash back you earn at the end of your first year, dollar for dollar. So that's a pretty incredible in terms of a sign-up bonus, if it could be considered a sign-up bonus. The card also gives you a $20 statement credit per year for up to 5 years for each school year that your GPA is at least a 3.0. So if a student keeps their grades up over 5 years, that's an extra $100. Pretty cool. All right, folks, those are my favorite credit cards right now for 2021. Do you have any favorites that I didn't mention in this video? Be sure to let me know in the comments below, and be sure to check out my videos on the next screen that you're going to see just here in a second here about 7 credit card myths that just won't die, as well as a video on whether credit cards are good or bad. I will see you over there in those videos. Bye-bye.